All right, let's talk about credit reports first, then we'll get to credit scores. You know that cell phone bill, you know that credit card payment, that line of credit, that car payment, your mortgage, all those different pieces of debt go on this credit report. And one other piece of information that a lot of Canadians don't realize is you're actually entitled to a free credit report every year from Equifax and TransUnion. So again, if you guys want Equifax, that's Borrowell, Mogo, or RateHub. And if you want to get the TransUnion, that's going to be Credit Karma. All right, one of the easiest ways to get your hands on your credit rating or your credit score is if you're currently banking with one of the big 5 banks, you can probably access your credit rating literally through the mobile app. What is up YouTube? Matt McKeever here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about credit reports, credit scores, and everything just kind of credit related. Now I know this probably sounds like kind of a dry topic, but it's actually really important. And one of the ways that I think you can tell when a topic's important is really, did they teach you about this in school? Usually in school they're not going to teach you anything that's of any importance. So I don't know how you grew up or the education system you went through or what it looks like today, but when I was growing up, 2 of the topics that were essentially never discussed in the school system was money and sex. I mean, that worked out really well because neither of us ever used this information in real life. Wait, actually I guess this is only the stuff that you need to know about in real life. So today we're going to be talking about credit reports and credit scores. Specifically, let's dive into what a credit report is first, then we'll get to what a credit score is. Finally, I'm going to show you exactly how you can get a free credit report as well as how you can access your credit score for free. And we've got a ton of information in the video description down below. So there's like an entire essay on this entire subject. So if you guys want more information or you can't read my terrible handwriting, just jump into that video description and you'll see all the information for you. All right, let's talk about credit reports first, then we'll get to credit scores. So a credit report is a summary of your history with debt, who you've borrowed from, when, what amount, and the status of the obligation, as well as a list of authorized grantors who have accessed your file. So in essence, this is a giant summary of your entire relationship with debt. You know that cell phone bill, you know that credit card payment, that line of credit, that car payment, your mortgage, all those different pieces of debt go on this credit report. And again, it's just a summary of our history with debt. And each of the accounts includes a notation that consists of a letter and a number. So when you look on your credit report, you'll maybe see something like R1 or R9. And let's break down exactly what that means. So R stands for revolving debt, where I stands for an installment account. 0 to 9 is the range of numbers that you'll see on your credit report. 0 means it's too new to even classify your relationship with that piece of debt. Pretty much is brand new. There's no history for them to report on. Whereas 9 means bad debt or it's in collections. So if we see R1 on one of your pieces of debt, on one of your accounts, that means you pay your obligation within 30 days or as agreed upon, depending on the exact relationship or the exact account that you have in regards to that debt. And one other piece of information that a lot of Canadians don't realize is you're actually entitled to a free credit report every year from Equifax and TransUnion. Equifax and TransUnion, those are the 2 giant organizations that aggregate all this information and make it available to the different lenders. So again, because they're aggregating all your information and the way Canadian privacy laws work, we're actually entitled to a free report from both of them every single year. If you guys want to find out exactly how to do it, stay to the end of the video, or if this is TLDR, just jump into that video description and you'll find all the information you need to get your free credit report. Now, let's talk about credit score, not to be confused with your credit report. Your credit score could also be referred to as your credit rating or your FICO score or your beacon. There's a lot of different names thrown around, but really most people are going to be familiar with the idea of credit score or credit rating. And so this is not part of your regular credit report. It's actually a formula that translates data in credit report into a 3-digit number that lenders will use to make credit decisions. In Canada, we're looking at a range from 300 to 900 in regards to what our credit score or rating is. 300 to 560, means poor credit. You're probably having a lot of missed payments. Maybe you're in collections. You're not often keeping up with your obligations. 560 to 660, that's a fair credit score. 660 to 725, now we're talking kind of a good credit score. 725 to 760, very good. And 760 to 900, excellent. Now, if you do some sleuthing on the internet, you'll see sometimes these ranges aren't exactly laid out this way, but in general, as a generality, this is kind of what we're looking at from the poor to excellent scale in regards to where exactly your credit rating or credit score is. And now factors that actually influence your credit score, well, we've got your payment history. So how often are you making those payments? We've also got the amount of credit owed. So how much total debt do you have out there? Then also we've got your length of credit history, we've got your types of credit used, as well we've got new credit inquiries. So this is that thing where people often get worried about, oh, I don't want to go to 5 different banks in the same month and have all those banks pull my credit score or my credit report. So that's what people are talking about when they're talking about the factors that influence your credit score. Again, if you guys want deeper information on this subject matter, jump into the video description. I'm actually going to lay out for you exactly how these are broken out and which percentages apply to which section here on our influence of credit score rating. All right, now let's talk about how you can get your hands on your credit report and how you can find out exactly what your credit score is. And again, there's links to everything I'm talking about in the video description down below, but you can contact one of Canada's credit bureaus to receive a copy of your credit report by mail, free of charge, or for a fee you can access it online. TransUnion and Equifax, that's total BS. Why does it cost money to access it online, but somehow you can mail me a free paper copy of it? Just seems like a bit of a money grab. I mean, Equifax, don't you already kind of have some issues going on with your branding? Let's just make it free for everyone to access. But for more information, contact one of the credit bureaus directly at TransUnion. I've got a phone number in the video description down below, or you can go to www.transunion.ca. Equifax, again, we've got a phone number down below for you, or you can go to www.equifax.ca. Now, let's talk about how you can get your hands on a free credit score so that you can understand exactly what your credit report's telling potential lenders or people looking to lend you debt. All right, one of the easiest ways to get your hands on your credit rating or your credit score is if you're currently banking with one of the big 5 banks, you can probably access your credit rating literally through the mobile app. So if you have online banking, you can just access your credit score there once a month. Great, it's just a great resource for us to have, and a lot of people don't realize that the big 5 Canadian banks will give you access to that. Otherwise, don't use the big banks, or for whatever reason you don't do online banking, well, you can still go to Borrowwell and access free monthly credit scores and credit reports. They're going to use Equifax. Or you can go to Credit Karma and access free credit scores. They're going to use TransUnion, and your credit report is also provided through Credit Karma. Or you can go to Mogo and access a free credit score. That's going to be Equifax, or RateHub, and that will give you access to Equifax report as well. So again, if you guys want Equifax, that's Borrowwell, Mogo, or RateHub. And if you want to get the TransUnion, that's going to be Credit Karma. All right, that's it for this video on everything related to credit. Whether we're talking credit reports, credit ratings, credit scores, pretty much anything debt related. Hopefully you guys now have a better understanding of what a lender or what anyone in the personal finance sphere means when they're talking about a credit report versus a credit score. There is a difference. It's important we understand also what makes up our credit report and exactly how our credit scores are calculated. This is very useful if you're looking to borrow debt, say from a traditional bank lender as a real estate investor. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel, but what I really need from you is your support if you want to see me make more personal finance videos. What I'm currently thinking of is switching every Friday video to personal finances for Canadians. If you guys would like to see that, jump in the comment section, give me your support, as well as your recommendations for what videos you would like to see next here on Matt McKeever's YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch more credit card related content, we've actually put together a playlist now of some of my favorite credit cards that are going to give you the best cash back terms without you having to do a bunch of complicated credit card churning. Again, in general, when it comes to personal finances, I think you're best served by the KISS principle. That stands for keep it simple, stupid. Way too often I see people wanting to overcomplicate the process. They really want to, dive deep into the granular details. You can't save your way to billions. You can barely save your way to $1 million. So I think it's really important that we focus both on growing the top line and reducing our expenses so that we can grow the bottom line in total. That's really what it's about when it comes to personal finances, in my opinion, is growing your personal wealth. Again, if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a smash. Check out that playlist right here on Canadian credit cards. Otherwise, if you want more great Canadian real estate content, check out this playlist down there. Again, appreciate you guys watching this video. And until next time, remember, making money is a team sport. There's more than enough money in this world for us to all make it. But if you're not saving it, what's the point? Thanks, guys.